How? What is this thing? All right. Well, my name is Johnny Appleseed. Well, that's what most people know me as, but my real name is John Chapman. My greatest accomplishment, let's see. Oh, most people think that I walked around aimlessly and just scattered seeds wherever I went. All right, this is not comfortable. And they also thought that I wore a pot on my head, which is just silly because I would have carried it in my backpack, not on my head. So my greatest accomplishment would be knowing where to move before people know that that's where they're going to settle. There were a lot of settlers in my time, and I had a knack for knowing where the next big city was going to be formed before it was formed, and I would go there and I would plant an orchard there. So that is probably my biggest talent, and no one really understood that. And there are so many tall tales about me that I'm sure that no one really knew who I was. What type of books do I like to read? Well, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed reading, and I would have read almost any book that anyone could give to me. And so I guess you could say that I mostly enjoyed nonfiction books because that's most all that was around, and it also allowed me to learn more about the world that I live in. However, for the rest of my life, I lived a nomad life. And a nomad is someone who doesn't have a home and who sleeps wherever they can find somewhere to sleep. So I don't have a home or a bookshelf or anywhere to really keep books. So I just have my backpack. So I carry the only important book that I own, which, I mean, I don't own any book other than this, but I carry my Bible in my backpack. And that is the only book I read because it's important, because God is important. What is the greatest lesson that I can teach children, or that we can teach children in 2017? Well, this is several hundred years from when I existed, so don't expect help from your parents. After I came of age, my parents didn't help me, and I turned out all right, and the world may be different today, as I've heard, but I worked my way up, and I believe that anyone, if they really want to, can do it too. Some areas it's easier to than others, but if you work hard, you can do it without your parents sending you $500 every month because you don't have a job. The one famous person that I would love to meet is Daniel Boone. He was a pioneer like me who spent much of his life roaming and not really living anywhere, and I'd like to hear more about his life, and we could swap stories, tell tales. I could tell him about the time I healed my own wound by heating up a piece of iron and sticking it on my body, and yes, that was painful. Alright, what is this TV thing? Oh. Oh, it's something you watch? There are people on the screen? Oh, there's one about me. Oh, well, I'd probably want to watch that one because they probably got a lot wrong about my life. People told a lot of tall tales about me.